morning. Welcome to Tribune News on Cue, your go-to morning news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Now for today's headlines. First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos addressed fake news on claims linking her to President Marcos Jr.'s alleged drug habit. Mrs. Marcos has stayed silent on the accusations and debunked a fake social media quote attributed to her, calling it, quote, fake news. The Presidential Communications Office confirmed the post was false. Former Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin denied resigning, saying Malacanang's claim that he stepped down out of delicadeza was inaccurate. He clarified that the only letter he submitted acknowledged the president's prerogative to replace him. Lawyer Ferdinand Topacio warned the Philippines is a powder keg, citing public frustration over widespread corruption that could trigger unrest. He noted the scandal spun much of government, leaving only the judiciary seemingly untouched, and warned his threatens both political stability and the economy. Pag-ibig Fund offers a one-month payment moratorium and highlights housing loan insurance to aid members affected by recent typhoons and earthquakes. Housing loan borrowers in areas under a state of calamity including typhoons Nando, Opong, Ramil, Tino, and Yuan, and earthquakes in Cebu and Davao can apply online via virtual Pag-ibig. U.S. President Donald Trump said Wednesday he would begin working to help end the war in Sudan, following a request from Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman during a Saudi-U.S. business forum. DHL Group has partnered with the Gokongwei Group to promote logistics practices that reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The collaboration aims to enhance the Philippines' logistics landscape, focusing on sustainable, reliable, and timely delivery solutions. Award-winning journalist Jessica Soho brings her iconic TV show Kapuso Mo Jessica Soho to the big screen with KMJS Gabi ng Lagim the movie, turning real-life horror stories into cinematic nightmares. Jerry Abadiano carried UP to a 79-75 comeback win over Ateneo, scoring 16 of his 18 points in the fourth quarter to secure the Fighting Maroons' sixth straight victory and a twice-to-beat Final Four advantage in UAAP Season 88. Today is the 20th of November, and I'm Eliana Lacap, bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. The ITCZ brings cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms to Davao Region, Soc-Sargen, Basilan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, and Palawan, while the rest of Mindanao sees isolated rain showers or thunderstorms, with possible flash floods or landslide during heavy storms. The shear line affects Cordillera, Cagayan, Isabela, Nueva Vizcaya, Quirino, and Aurora, bringing showers and isolated thunderstorms. Quezon may also experience scattered rains and thunderstorms, while Batanes and Ilocos Norte could see cloudy skies with rain. The rest of Ilocos region remains mostly cloudy with isolated rains, and Metro Manila and the other areas may have isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Residents in flood and landslide-prone areas are advised to stay alert and monitor for updates. Now for our traffic update. Light traffic at Balintawak Toll Plaza after Torres Bugalyon to approaching Skyway entry ramp southbound. San Fernando northbound and southbound lanes, Mindanao Toll Plaza is experiencing an approximate 8 to 9 vehicle queue. All other areas of NLEX, SETEX, and NLEX connector, including toll plazas and interchanges, are reporting light traffic conditions. Motorists are advised to remain alert and observe traffic advisories for a safe and smooth trip. Now let's move on to this morning's headlines. First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos remained composed amid escalating Marcos family tension, choosing grace over confrontation. In a social media post, she highlighted meeting Hollywood filmmakers shooting in the Philippines, saying they were determined to bring Hollywood here because Filipinos are genuine and kind. With subtle wit, she quipped about scripts full of holes, actors who can't deliver, and climaxes leaving communities underwater, seen as a playful jab amid the flood scandal and political drama. Though silent on Senator Amy Marcos's recent accusations, she focused instead on debunking circulating fake quotes, reinforcing her stand against fake news. Former Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin denied reports that he resigned out of delicadeza, saying he never filed any resignation letter. Bersamin said he only submitted a note acknowledging President Marcos Jr.'s prerogative to replace him, stressing his tenure was at the pleasure of the president. He admitted feeling bad somehow about how the palace framed his exit, but holds no resentment over being replaced. He emphasized the only issue was the inaccurate public messaging. He quoted, "I just want to correct the impression. I did not resign." Lawyer Ferdinand Topacio warned that the country is a potential powder keg, citing simmering public frustration over alleged large-scale corruption. Topacio fears if chaos allegations remain unaddressed, saying corruption now spans almost every nook and cranny of the government. Political analyst Dindo Manhit echoed that destabilization could severely hurt the economy. PDP Laban meanwhile called on President Marcos Jr. to take an immediate hair follicle drug test following Senator Amy Marcos's claim of his alleged long-term drug use, calling it a matter of public transparency and national concern. Pag-ibig Fund announced a one-month housing loan payment moratorium and reminded members that their loans include insurance coverage, helping repair homes damaged by recent typhoons and earthquakes. CEO Marilyn Acosta said the moratorium applies to borrowers in areas under a state of calamity. While insurance can cover repair costs, members may apply online via virtual Pag-ibig. Pag-ibig is also offering calamity loans, allowing members to borrow up to 90% of their savings and home improvement loans up to 300,000 pesos at a special 3% rate. U.S. President Donald Trump said he will begin working to help end the war in Sudan, following a request from Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Speaking at the Saudi-US forum, Trump admitted the conflict, which has killed tens of thousands and displaced millions, was, quote, "not on my charts," but said he now sees its importance and will act. Washington has intensified efforts to push for a ceasefire amid accusations that regional powers are backing opposing sides. DHL Group has partnered with the Gokongwei Group to advance eco-friendly logistic operations and reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the Philippines. Alan Serposa of Gokongwei Group said DHL brings not just services but growth-focused solutions. DHL Express Philippines Chief Nigel Lacap highlighted the company's reliable door-to-door delivery, ensuring shipments arrive on time every time. Jessica Soho steps from newsroom to cinema as Kapuso Mo Jessica Soho transforms its famed Gabi ng Lagim segment into a full-length film. KMJS Gabi ng Lagim, the movie, features real-life horror accounts turned cinematic, starring Jillian Ward, Sonia Lopez, Elijah Canlas, and Miguel Tan Felix, with Soho guiding viewers through the stories that haunt long after the credits roll. Jerry Abadiano erupted in the fourth quarter, scoring 16 of his 18 points to lead University of the Philippines to a 79-75 comeback win over Ateneo. The Fighting Maroons erased a 16-point deficit to secure a twice-to-beat semifinals advantage in the UAAP Season 88, marking their sixth straight victory in the Battle of Katipunan. Adamson also edged De La Salle 61-60, keeping their Final Four hopes alive. Now a quick look at today's horoscope. Today calls for patience and diligence, Taurus. Focus on fulfilling your work and responsibilities carefully and thoughtfully. In your professional life, increased patience during discussions will help maintain harmony and ensure tasks are completed smoothly. Salaried individuals will see positive outcomes and routine career business matters proceed steadily. Keep a close watch on facts to make informed decisions. Business matters are stable. Your careful approach and attention to detail today will maintain progress and strengthen your professional standing. Katribu, did you know that on this day, November 20th, 1645, Colegio de Nuestra Señora de Santísimo Rosario, now known as the University of Santo Tomas, was elevated to university status by Pope Innocent X? This milestone marked the transformation of UST from a school preparing young men for the priesthood into one of Asia's oldest and most prestigious universities. Over the centuries, it has educated national heroes, presidents, and notable figures while hosting visits from popes and dignitaries, making it a symbol of academic excellence, Catholic heritage, and Philippine history. Now, a TikTok video from user Jingle Booty Santa is going viral with 2.1 million views, leaving netizens both laughing and cheering for this twerking Santa. The clip shows a toy Santa shaking its hips to a beat, prompting viewers to ask where they can buy one while hyping it up as the funniest holiday hit of the season. That's all for now, mga katribu. Join us again at 1 o'clock p.m. for more updates. This has been Eliana Lacap for Tribune News on Q.